left something in the house.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Fields in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 4. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Colts at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
Best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Tony Field that time in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Swings this out for Hunt. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Browns! You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Like his first year in the NFL, they don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run it with Balazs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's a run with Balazs. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On play action, they'll throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Lawrence Cager His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson now to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now it's Watson. This caught out left by Bell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku, 35 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. Yeah, get this off to Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. From the 50, it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now Watson throws another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. 23 yards the pickup there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Pushes him over and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep to the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 2-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Browns first down.
Watson on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 33 yards that time. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on that.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Watson. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
York able to send this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On play action, they'll throw.
He finds Pierce. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Balaj. And some room to roam now.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
He'll look to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Hunt will try going up the middle. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home